everything. Okay, cool. So let's see where we're at. We have about $13,000 in the bank, which is good. Sales have been steady. The advertising for Slash on Ojoy Sex Toy and was supposed to go up at near the end of last week. I'm assuming that will go up this week. They're a little casual about how they schedule stuff, but they're good people. So, and I believe that this episode recording today of My Brother, and Me, or released today, should be the one that our ad is on. If not this one, then the next one. I got this. I definitely got to open up and read to you. So a couple things. I told you guys about I ordered some materials from China, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, they're producing it. I don't know when we're going to get it. I got the proofs back for. I got 3 different proofs. I got the new print of Bad Habit, which looks really good. I'm going to make a tweak to it and then move forward with producing about 100 of those at the beginning of next year. I got the cards back for Safe Words, but I had fucked up something on the layout, so they got printed wrong, but it's my fault. So I ordered a new one. And the new one actually I think was already being shipped. We also finished. Rowan had been working on a game as part of the internship, a cooperative game. And that got finished, so we put in an order for that, costing us all of $7 or something. And that looks pretty neat. And then we got the physical stuff back for Pack the Pack. I got a box of tiles upstairs. I had taken some photos. I don't know if I uploaded all of them. But I got those back, and I sent notes back to Shari about the different things, and she's communicating with the plant on them. So obviously we didn't have the box because I was waiting for the tiles to get the photo, but I got the photo of the tiles because the tiles look really good. I talked to her about the coloring on the back of the tiles, and that should be all squared away.
Cool.
And I also sent an email with, here's the things that need to change before we can sign off on it. Some of it's just okay, instead of 4 sheets of paper, we need a booklet.
Right.
It's just like printing stuff. It's not. No one has messed up. It's just the detailed communication. I had forgotten how OCD you really need to be about it.
Right.
And the same thing with the play mats. Instead of 10 double-sided play mats, we got 20 single-sided play mats, and that's not a big deal. The thing that was really tricky is the cut on some of the tiles. So the cut on some of the tiles can shift. And this is something that's going to be really definitely challenging for the manufacturer to get right. But especially on the red gems, the way that the tiles are cut, there is it can shift so that it doesn't always cut directly through the center of the gem. So that means that the image on the tile appears to be shifted off by a millimeter or so, which isn't huge, except when you put two of them next to each other where they both have opposite shifts, then all of a sudden instead of 1 millimeter, you have a 2 or 3 millimeter gap, and that you can see. So I had mentioned that and put it in an email back to Shari. I took a lot of photos of everything, so you can see what it looks like if you go into our sent mail.
Cool.
In fact, you know what? I'll pull up a couple right now so you can see. Let me just screen share this. So you see right here how it's off center. So that kind of stuff. And you'll see, like, you can really notice it on the red part over here. Like, it's cut really, the image shifted diagonally this way.
Right.
So that's that. Let's see if there are other stuff. Yeah, there's a
Good
kind of
though.
the red one. Oh no, they look great. Like they look so good.
That's
Um,
awesome. Oh yeah, that one, the yellow one, like you can barely see any of the red.
yeah, yeah. Oh, are you talking about this?
The one in the upper right. Yeah. Like look at that red corner.
Yeah. Oh, that's that one's actually not
Is that
that bad. Um, this one
oh,
right here is worse though. The red
yeah.
ones definitely suffered the worst, and it's partially because of the shape
Yeah.
of it. So that's going to be really tricky. And there's, you know, I I want to hear what they have to say before we make any kind of changes. I mean, if we need to, we could change the shape, and that might help it. You know, we have options.
Yeah.
So, but I haven't heard back from the plant yet. Hopefully, we're going to hear back soon.
Cool.
And then
Have we
we're start.
paid yet?
I'm sorry. Say what?
Have we paid yet?
No, because we haven't placed the order because we haven't approved the proof.
Okay. I just want to make sure we pay before the end of the year.
Yeah, so do I. That's
Okay.
why I'm going a little like pushing her on this real hard.
Yeah.
What was I looking for? I can stop doing that. So also we have okay, the TotalCon stuff is set up. I had contacted PortCon Maine. Our game, Pack the Pack, was not chosen to be in the Indie Games showcase at PAX South, so saved a plane ticket.
Yeah.
And I still don't know what's going on with PAX East, although we have tickets and we're all set. What was the other thing? Oh,
It's still a potential of sharing with Ed Magic, though, right?
yeah, I think that is pretty good. Obviously, the Pack stuff squared away, and we got a little bit of time, but yeah, I think something along those lines will happen. If not them, then with the mass indie people. I know that, like, since we're going to be selling some of the mass indie stuff at TotalCon, you know, I'm sure that we'll work out an arrangement for PAX East as well. Oh, yeah, and I got the contract for the Valentine's Day / show in, and I'll just roughly read off what we're doing. So we're gonna have stuff that we can vend on site, which is good. I've got some friends in Seattle who are gonna be set up. We're holding 4 cases of Slash that they're gonna sell at. Some of them are going to be sold on site. Some of them people will be able to purchase them along with the ticket. So that was like as an add-on for like $20 as opposed to 25, which is great. We're going to be sending along also blanks and stuff like that. And then I'm going to put together another expansion deck like we did for Shipwreck, because cool. I've only got like 15 or 16 of the Shipwreck decks left. Those have more than paid for themselves already, so why not do it again?
Okay.
Especially because this event will aggressively promote them, which I like. They're going to be helping pick out the characters for the expansion set, and they have a deadline at the end of the December to get us all the information we need for it. So we're going to have plenty of time to set it up, copy edit, and all that jazz. Okay, here's the actual list. Sponsorship. So to be provided by event producers, 4 comp tickets and reserved seats for our staff there. Yay! We're going to be on the poster. We're going to be on the ticket sales site. We're going to be on the Facebook page and in the press release because the show is themed after our game. We're going to be mentioned on stage. We're going to be selling in the lobby. We're going to be mentioning their social media campaign. They're also going to be talking about the exclusive expansion pack. They're going to provide a list of names before the 20th, actually, not even before the end of the year. And then we're also going to throw together like a really small one of the people who are in the show for them, like as like a gift for them. They're going to be paying for printing of a certain amount of the expansion pack as like for like gift bags, but they're just paying cost for that. So whatever, no skin off my teeth. And they're going to give us pictures to use to promote it. And also the last bullet point here says undying love, devotion, and tasteful side boob. So good stuff. Like I said, we're giving them 48 copies at the $20 pre-sale or 25-day show. We're going to do blank boosters and the expansion pack. And we're going to give them a few different things for giveaways. But again, it's all just Slash stuff. So, yeah. So that's that.
And where is that?
Seattle. I forget the name of the theater. It wasn't they had told it to me before. Yeah, so that's.
So it's shipwreck but bigger, right?
What?
It's sort of like the burlesque thing.
Yeah, it is, except it's a bigger venue. They should sell probably about 130, 140 tickets for it. So that's pretty good for the size show, and I expect that the attach rate for the games will be really good. Right now, I think I've only got 13 cases of Slash left. We're holding 4 for the burlesque thing. We're holding 4 for PAX East. So that means that I've only got 5 cases of Slash left.
Oh.
So that is, I don't expect January to be sales, but December up until 2 or 3 days before Christmas should be continue to be steady. The other game stuff. Oh, so actually, other game stuff. I really want to get together either this coming weekend or sometime soon after. I'm also free at some points during the week because we need to play test some stuff.
Yeah, we do.
And you need to see some of the stuff that we've been doing, or that I've been doing here in my creepy ass basement. So, like, I would have play tested safe words with our intern, except our intern is underage, and it's weird play testing a game about BDSM with them. That seems inappropriate, so I didn't do that. But yeah, so that game, you can actually all those cards and stuff for that are up on the blog, so you can see what they look like. And then made some tweaks to the bad habit rules that need to be play tested. It's like enough of the skeleton of Camp Powerful exists that we could run a game of it.
That's cool.
Which I think we should. We should just try it to even go through the character creation process. That would be great, just to do that. So that would need a couple people. And then on like the new games front, I've been beating my head against the wall trying to do a did I mention this to you guys about the time-traveling French werewolf?
I feel like you said something, but it was just really small. So no, not a lot.
I want to make a social deduction game like Werewolf, right? Or Resistance, or Two Rooms and a Boom, and so I wanted to do like a live game, which I think will be a weird new thing for us. But I also want it to be a looper, right? So there's this game Tragedy Looper, which is really cool. It's really clunky, but it's really cool. Like the how you play, it's a Japanese game, is you have this board, and the board has 4 different locations, and there's all these different characters of like a student and a doctor and a guy and a priest or whatever, and it's an asymmetrical game where one person is the mastermind and they know what the plot of the game is, and they know what the events that are going to happen are, and the other people, everyone else, are like basically a group of people caught in like a quantum leap loop. So what happens is the players don't know what is happening, and so they can figure out what the plot is. Like, are we here to prevent a murder? Did we travel back in time to like stop a tragedy or something? And they do that by like moving pieces around the board, influencing different people. But then whenever like the mastermind advances their agenda by like it's so hard to explain. So whenever the mastermind can just announce, okay, because a thing has happened that has allowed the mastermind to win that loop, and then the game rewinds, and the scenario plays out again. Except now all the players have some recollection of what just happened. So now that maybe they can predict what was going on and like do things differently to try and prevent that. It's like fucking it's Groundhog Day. It's
Okay.
Clue plus Groundhog Day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is really, really cool. So I've been trying to figure out how to get it to work as a social deduction game, because one of the annoying things about Tragedy Looper is that there's just like all these fiddly bits you're stacking on top of things, and it's kind of annoying, and also the translation is really bad, so that sucks. But the concept of it is really neat. And so like when you play games, like you played Werewolf, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Mafia Werewolf.
Yes.
Okay. So like the annoying thing about Werewolf is that when you're out, you're out. And then you have to wait for the rest of the game to keep playing on forever. And that's kind of entertaining because now you're getting to see all the secret things that are happening. But One Night Werewolf, which is a pretty cool version of the game, just distills the entire game down to one round. And that is really neat. But it also is kind of boring because it's really like, let's have a 10-minute debate and then point fingers at the end and game over. And then you end up playing like multiple rounds of One Night Werewolf, which is actually really interesting, right? Because now you're holding over grudges from previous games of One Night Werewolf that are completely irrelevant to what was happening. And it's like you're metagaming the game. And so that's like really fun, One Night Werewolf. And I think that this has the chance to kind of combine both of that. So like, because you're time traveling, there's never player elimination. You've either lost or won, but then you rewind and restart, and you do get to like bet it all every single round. You see what I mean? Okay. So like you get the good part of One Night Werewolf, and you get the fun part of regular Werewolf. So like you can loop, you do the looping and it's fine. Anyway, yeah, and I was gonna call it Deja Clue. Yeah. That seemed pretty good, but I decided that I wanted the villain to be a werewolf who's French. So I'm thinking of calling it Loup J'avoue, which is kind of like Loup Garou, which is French for werewolf, and then it's a portmanteau of Loup Garou and Deja Vu. It's really dumb.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I think it could be really good. Again, the problem is, A, got to figure out how to make it all work. B, got to get like 10 people together and like play it a bunch. I don't know how that's going to happen. But this weekend at least, I'd like to try and get together and play test some of our other stuff. Of course, I don't know what my work schedule is. I can't do this coming weekend. Well, that's good. What about during the week?
Potentially. Next weekend I could. This weekend, it's just this weekend.
Yeah, I don't find out my schedule until like Thursday, which sucks. But I usually would
Okay.
have time somewhere in there. And this weekend we already got actually the Saturday gaming at the library.
Mhm.
So hopefully I'll get enough stuff back that I can play test safe word the bad habit changes at that on Saturday. And yeah, that's largely it.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, how's it going, Dan?
Uh,
We just finished.
Excellent.
Let me see. Oh no, I closed my other. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, I can't see what's in the email because I decided to close it, dumbass.
Is everyone's cameras turned off tonight?
no.
No, we
Oh,
can see you.
okay. I can't see you guys. I can hear you guys. I can't see you guys.
Oh, that's
Uh,
weird.
I'm on
Gotta
my
start.
iPad though, but iPad and Google don't play well, so whatever. Fuck them.
no, they don't. Okay, so well, why don't we just figure?
Let's definitely figure out when we can get together, though.
Yeah, if you like, check out your plans for the end of this week, like Thursday, Friday. Yeah, and maybe we can do an evening thing. I should be free-ish around then. Thursday night might not be bad,
I'm still teaching on
but
Thursday.
oh yeah, shit.
It ends next week, but
Oh, okay,
this Thursday I'm still teaching. But Friday night I could potentially do.
okay. Let's pencil in Friday night. We'll get dinner and we'll play test some stuff.
Yeah, I can do that too. That sounds good.
Okay.
So it's Friday night, like what, like 6, 7?
Yeah, that sounds
Something like
right. Oh, the other thing is I sent I had sent off the videos for to the Night Vale people. Haven't heard back from them, but they're out the door.
Okay.
that. Okay.
Threw that up in the air, and we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds
Yep.
good.
That's that.
All right. Cool. By the way, so just for a quick suggestion for you guys, a game I really like that's kind of cheap and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of Euro but has a lot of depth at the same time is Tiny Epic Kingdoms. Cheap
Yep. Yep.
and really good.
That's a good one. And there's Tiny Epic Galaxies also.
What's the difference?
The theme.
That's it.
No, I don't know. I haven't played Tiny Epic Galaxies, but I know that it just came out. Yeah.
Is it?
You should also
What is
check
it?
out 8-Minute Empire. It's not identical at all. It's a different game, but it's like again kind of you're doing area control, and it's a relatively quick game, and it's solid.
Cool. I'll definitely check that out.
Is it
All
board
right.
or is it digital?
What? Which one? 8-Minute
The
Empire is a board
no,
game.
Tiny Epic Kingdoms.
Oh, it's a board game.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was originally a kickstarted thing, and it's
Okay.
just kind of grown beyond that now, and it's like a solidly polished piece of game. I really enjoyed it. And it's like $25, and it has a lot of replayability on it.
That's awesome.
So I was thinking of one other thing. For the holidays next year, the I want us to do a holiday deal that has nothing to do with us, right? Like like a lot of people do, like they do sales for their stuff, or like if you're the Cards Against Humanity people, you literally sell a box of shit, which kind of blew my mind. But I like the idea of people buying indie games, right? And I think that it would be cool to do maybe like what we do is we collect stuff, or we'll talk to different designers over the course of the year, and we'll build up an inventory of games from them, and either we'll pay like a at cost for them, or they can donate them to us. But then at the end of the year, what we're gonna do with it is we're gonna run like a sign up, and like we're your secret Santa. We're gonna send you a game from one of these designers. You
That's
know
cool.
what it. You're gonna get it. Going to cost you anything. We're going to pay for the shipping because we believe in the indie games community. And or maybe what we do is we team up with like a charity or something, where like people sign up, we take the money from the sign up, they send it to the charity, but then we send them because there's lots of games that are being made, and I think the fact that people will literally spend money buying a box of shit, or will do any of the other like insane Black Friday stuff, is just a waste of marketing resource and like attention. Like you could be getting good games from good designers where spreading what they do matters, right? Like
Yeah.
it doesn't. I'm not like, yeah, we're gonna keep the Christ in Christmas. Like I don't give a fuck. But like.
But no, do something that feels
I don't
good.
know. Yeah, I think this does feel good. Like I think it could really feel good, and it'd be a great way to promote the whole concept of like creator-owned, creator-made games, right? Which is like what, that's what we did, right? Like we want more of that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, no, I get
anyway,
you.
that was my idea.
Yeah.
So I'll start pitching it to people, and maybe it's something that next year we'll budget a little bit for. But yeah,
Awesome.
Pizza Hut has a new crust made completely out of donuts and cheese. Hell yeah!
Like combine that with the Doritos flavored Mountain Dew, and pretty much America is going down in flames. I love it.
Cool. All right. Well,
All right.
have a good night, guys.
All right,
You
see you
too.
later.